Okay, I'm on a little bit of a roll. This is the last video I'm going to make this evening. Playing off that last thing, I had a cousin a long time ago who was married to a woman who had a band. It was called Mind's Eye or something like that. That should have been the clue. This was, boys, this 20, 20 plus years ago. It's been a while. But anywho, so she wrote this music and she thought she was the next Sarah McLaughlin. She's from the 90s. I think I don't know what she is, a pop singer. I don't know what they refer to her. Anyways, so she says to me one day, there's two things we're going to talk about here, and it's got to do with karma. One is, she says to me, hey, you know what I did today? And I'm like, what did you do today? And she said, I was at the toll booth. Now, this is up in Massachusetts. I was at the toll booth, and I paid for 3 cars behind me. I'm like, wow, that's awesome. That's terrific. And then she says, now I'll get something good because of karma. I'm like, really? You're not supposed to do good to get. That makes no sense to me. You should have been just doing that because it's the right thing to do. Just that simple. It's the right thing to do. That blew my mind. So she also practices or practiced, again, this is decades ago, Reiki, I think it's called. And I don't know, something, they run your fingers upon your body or something like that and they heal you. So anywho, sounds like all that dancing, or sorry, the fits of laughter that happened in some of the churches back in the 80s. But anywho, so I said, well, I don't believe in that stuff. And she says to me, she goes, you don't have to believe, it just works that way. I'm like, okay. She goes, she goes, I meditate and I summon the power to do it. I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right. So I'm there and I'm like, I felt a little, I shouldn't have done it, but so I'm there and I'm like, all right, whatever. So she goes to do it on me. And she asked me how I felt. And I said, terrible. My back still kills. And she goes, well, that's because you didn't have faith and believe. But you just told me I didn't have to. Automatically. So you null and void your whole situation. Now you want to blame the fact that I didn't believe. Well, I think God was protecting me in that situation, to not letting demonic spirits into me, even though I was foolish enough to let her do that. So it don't work. Sometimes your mind believes it does and tricks you into believing these things. So that's my quick story. And the fact that, listen, karma, come on, man. It ain't about doing good things to get good things. You might as well be Catholic too. Go with the whole works idea. It's not about that, man. It's not about that. All right, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Have a great evening and God bless.